what's it called? Killing two birds with one stone. I think this is killing maybe 2 or 3 birds with one stone. Okay, so the blind that was there is not this blind. This is new. The blind that was there is now out there on the porch, sitting in the swing, waiting to go to the dumpster. The dogs had to see out when somebody or whatever, dogs would get on the back of the chair and they would stick their noses through the blind, and it would, lift up and push down, and eventually several of them were broke. I don't know if I did a video or not. I feel like I did, but I can't remember. But in some of them, you could see through the sun where I had taped to make it stay together, where, so it didn't look so bad, didn't look broken, didn't have to spend money at the time when it happened on blinds. I had taken plastic see-through, like your plastic knives and forks. I used knives and would hot glue them or tape them from behind the string where it was broke, try to make it secure. But when the blind was down and the sun was shining through, you could see the outlines of these little knives on the backside. At nighttime, you didn't see anything. Or when it was closed, you didn't see, not closed, but pulled up, you didn't see anything. But when the blind was down and like this, even if it was like this, you could still sort of see. So anyway, this is my solution. Leave the top part open. It's the part without the screen. It's easy to clean. And it gives a little bit of privacy by being down low. This, I didn't know what to do here. I'm thinking, well, I could make a shelf. And I'm thinking, well, the cats would lay in it all the time. Then there'd be hair, which it's already, look at this, bird stuff all over this curtain. But this is the blind that comes, the one little slat that comes in case one gets broke. I laid it across the top, so it sort of hides it. And I think I'm even going to get my glue gun and glue right down inside this ridge and hold it together like that, so you can't see all the way down. And I'll hold it so you can't see. Or I could, if you pull it forward, then you see the back because it's not wide enough. So it has to be sort of in there like I had it. Anyway, I thought that was a good way to sort of hide it a little bit, because my first thought was doing it like this, down low, and the bird right there. I'm going to have seeds down in there. So this will protect when I get the other one put in. So now the dogs, it's Chia and it's Honey. Those are the two that do it. Jensen doesn't really care about looking out the window, but Chia and Honey are always on the back of the chair looking out, and they were looking through the blinds. So this will allow them to be able to do that, me to be able to clean their face make, the mess their faces and noses make on the glass, and it will keep the blinds from being broke, and it still allows a little privacy. And where the bird is concerned, it's down low, so she will still have what little bit of view through the windows that she gets. She'll still be able to do that without me having to have one blind up all the time. So what was the point of a blind being up? Another thing is, Levi, there's a little piece of that stained glass stuff right here. It's there to hold. Can you even see it? I can see it with my eye, but maybe not as much through the camera. This glass, there's one. He was in a Lazy Boy rocker within the first few weeks of living in this house. He, how he rocks. He rocked so hard that Lazy Boy rocker went back so fast, and it cracked that window. Mobile home windows, certain sizes, they're not made like, you can't go to Home Depot and just buy a mobile home window. You have to go to a mobile home dealership, and they're expensive. they're more expensive than going to Home Depot and buying a window. This window is not the size of any window at Home Depot. You can also see that when he did it, see how out of line that right there is? It's over here. I may try to scoot that back some. Anyway, I put that there because I could not afford, we just got moved in. I didn't have any more money. I couldn't afford to buy a new window. And maybe now I could buy the window, but it means I got to find a dealership and all that kind of stuff. So I think I did a video on this already, and I said that the two windows that were the identical windows to this were there where the back door is. And I took them out, took them to Dad's to save, and they ended up at Lester's house in his garage, where he had made it was a closed-in garage, and he had like a little outdoor living area in it, and he used those two windows. I didn't know he used them. I thought they were still at Dad's until after the flood, when I realized that was my windows, or right before the flood. Anyway, it doesn't matter. After the flood, the whole thing got torn down, and those windows went with it, and I never got them back. So, this is where I'm at. Just gonna put a blind. I had the blinds up in these windows. That was cutting out the morning light. I don't remember that I've always had blinds, but when the neighborhood went in over there, when they cleared all the trees, and because used to you couldn't see all that much sun, all that much sky. There was trees, and when they cleared all them trees, and the sun just came pouring through this in the morning, and it was bright. And in the summer, it heated this house up fast. So I put blinds up. At first I had those wicker blinds, and they made it too dark. So then I got the blinds that I had that I've just taken down, because that one was broke. So anyway, I'm doing this halfway. So this will, like I said, it's killing 3 or 4 birds with one stone, because I'm still allowed the privacy, but I'm getting the light. I'm hiding still hiding that broke piece. You can see it a little bit from the outside, although there's a screen, and the screens are filthy. I need to clean the screens, but, and then the bird is still getting to have her light up there and being able to see what's going on. And I just ordered her a bird cage, a small one with the hanger. So when it does warm up really good, then some point during the day I can take her out and hang her on the back patio and let her, not where the cats can get to her, but in a place where she's safe. And I used to do that to Cheerio. I'd take her out on the back deck, and I don't know what happened to that bird cage. She had a small bird cage that I would take outside. I don't even know where it's at. It's not here. I must have gave it to somebody. But anyway, I would take her out, and she loved it. Sometimes when it was a little cool, I would just put her on the porch, on the table, right there where the table sits now. But, you know, you could see through the screen, and she could hear the other birds, and she would just talk and talk and talk. So I'm going to allow her to be able to do that too, Rosie. But this will allow this part to be hidden and her to have that view up there. So just wanted to show y'all that. It may look dumb. I don't know. Some of you guys may say, well, out of all the stuff Kim's done, that looks dumb. So this might not be the normal thing to do, but I say do you. So this does for me what I need it to do. The dogs can't break a blind. The bird can still see out. There's a little bit of privacy. The sun can come through, and you can't see the broken glass. All right, guys. Think out of the box. Love you guys. God bless y'all.